Hey everybody, it's Colby here bringing you yet another movie review. This is probably of a movie most of you young hazard has never heard of. It's called Equilibrium and it stars Christian Bale. Now, I first heard about this movie on a list of most underrated films of all time. And, the plot line sounded pretty interesting. Basically, the plot is that in the future, after a post-apocalyptic war occurs, mankind realizes that they can prevent war by neutralizing human emotion. And how they do this is they invent this drug called Prosium, which suppresses all human emotion and feelings. So pretty much everybody is neutral as far as their feelings, and they just go about the day almost blank faced, and nothing. It's always boring, and it's just pretty mundane, everybody in this world. And Christian Bale is this detective, if you would. They call him clerics in the movie, but it's more of a detective, and basically his job is to hunt down the people who aren't taking the drug, because if you don't take the drug, they pretty much kill you on the spot. That is the policy that this new government has set up. Basically, if you don't take the drug, they'll just shoot you in the alley, or if they do capture you, they'll incinerate you in a furnace. So they definitely don't take people who don't take the drug lightly. But anyways, one day he breaks one of his Prosium capsules, which they insert via syringe into their neck. And so he has to go the entire day without taking it, and he realizes how feeling is, and he, after that, he meets up with some people from the underground resistance, and I won't go too far into the plot line because I don't want to spoil anything. But the movie has action sequences that are on par, or probably better than, I'm going to say, The Matrix. And I know that sounds kind of crazy for a movie nobody's even heard of, a movie that only grossed about $1 million in the box office back in 2002. The action sequences are ridiculous, all culminating into this final action sequence that requires swords and guns, and it's absolutely ridiculous, and it's something that's completely unique from any action movie I've ever seen. And and it's just, you just go, wow, that was actually something pretty cool. And this movie has tons of these action sequences that are amazing and stuff that you've never seen anywhere else. And a lot of people who haven't really gone into this movie would look at it and call it a Matrix ripoff, but the plot line, other than being post-apocalyptic world, is completely different from the Matrix. And although the main characters, Christian Bale and in Equilibrium, and Neo in the Matrix have pretty similar personas, but that's only because Christian Bale in this movie is supposed to have no soul, and Keanu Reeves just doesn't have a soul. That's the only difference. So, but yeah, it was pretty awesome, and I gotta say, I give it to this movie. Now, critics destroyed the movie when it came out. On Rotten Tomatoes, as of now, it only has a 37%, but the fan rating is up to 82, and I've never seen such a huge contrast between the fan rating and the critic rating. And honestly, I don't understand where they're getting this rating from. This movie at least deserves a 50 on the tomato meter. I don't understand where this rating comes from. If you can just believe me, you'll enjoy this movie if you watch it. It's not garbage. It has plenty of suspense, plenty of action, pretty much something for everybody in it. It's probably one of the better performances I've seen Christian Bale give. I'm probably even going to put it over The Dark Knight, simply because he was still more of a one-sided character in that movie. As much as some people like to say he expanded from Batman Begins as far as his character, he still didn't go very far. In this movie, it seems like he did a pretty good job of capturing the human range of emotions, and you know, as far as a person who's never felt emotion in their life to suddenly feel emotion, I think he does a pretty good job of capturing how that might feel. But anyways, I'm going to give this movie an 8 out of 10, a 4 out of 5, whatever. I guess that's the same rate. Well, 4 out of 5 is an 85%, 8 out of 10 is an 80%, so I'm going to do 4 out of 5. And I highly recommend it. Get it however you want. If you want to head down to Best Buy or whatever, buy it. I don't even, it's definitely worth it, and you should check it out. But anyways, until next time, I'm Colby, and see you next time.